With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football.
Settle down over there. It's all hell to me. That's a good run. The Hunter Pinion now to kick this one away.
It'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Throwing now is Geno. And this is caught at the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Walker. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now. Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Young on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, Young. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up. Now a 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action. Young. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On the set. Looking to throw, Young. And he's caught. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Ready up. Watch out now. 52. They'll play fake. Now Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
Bro, this shit is lagging like shit. What the fuck?
Where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? That was his pick too for his trick game. That's crazy. Like, this shit skippy as shit. They really got that cut, though. What the fuck?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Damn,
They did a really nice job there defensively.
God, that
They
was
strung the
shaky.
play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw is Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Four receivers on the field. It's 3rd and 4. Now Gino. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. He's got Mingo. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A 1st down throw for Young.
That shit was over there in the wheel route. Fuck. Fucking offensive line. Shit.
At least on this drive, a momentary setback though for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again, it's Young. Flush to his right. And he's down.
Let's go, Bryson.
At the 4 before he's out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Panthers 14, Seahawks nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
That's a pick.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring this one
Saw that
back.
shit,
It's a
bro.
pick six for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And that flag accepted. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge.
Let's go! Give me that shit!
He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's brought down, getting this one up to
Wrong defense, bro.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I think he's about to start running the ball now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Put that shit away, man.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
From the 50, it's Smith.
Right there in the fucking zone. Catch the pick.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 58.
Here's Smith. Got his man complete over the middle.
Bro.
That's Walker.
Come on,
And he's
bro.
going to have a first down here. They're also in field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
53.
Off of play action, here's Smith.
Right.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first
Got it.
sack of the game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Cap.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Ready. Off the play fake, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up. On play action, Young. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
There we go, Sonoma.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
There we go, Sonoma.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Geno down to throw. He completes this to Walker. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's Jackson to return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
ASAP, bro. This shit right now. Yeah, person. We gotta build you up.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead
bro,
here.
this
And a
nigga
chance
overthrew
to
every fucking pass, bro. This nigga, oh my god,
take
bro.
a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I got
Like they
some
were set up
love.
defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Why stop? Oh my gosh, bro. This nigga stopped in the middle of the fucking
Here at the
field.
outset of this drive, they forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black shot. Black stick.
Let me stop.
Go pink. Green jack.
Same shit.
Black ultra.
I don't have to bump though.
Throwing. Young.
Overthrow again, bro. This nigga Bryce Young, bro, is fucking killing me, bro. Oh my fucking god.
Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. Coverage been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Thank you.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Bryce Young, get the fuck in the end zone, bro. Come on, bro. God damn.
At the 30-yard line.
You can't throw an accurate fucking pass to stay your fucking life,
First and
bro.
10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Following the interception, Young.
Thank you. Like, how hard is that, bro? Throw dots, nigga.
23 yards
The
on the
fuck?
play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
Oh, he dropped off. Good defense.
And he's going to go
That shit would've been
down.
a big
Sacked
one,
right around the 17.
Glad I didn't do that shit.
Draymond Jones. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a third and goal. Young to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
49, flip it off, 49.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 11. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up the first down with his very next run.
What the fuck, bro?
Not able to break
Down
away this
24,
time as
still
they're
running
going to
the
stop it
fucking
right
ball,
around the
bro.
line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. Again, it's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. On second down, it's Walker. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Nigga literally ran the fucking
His
ball.
second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make it 24-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to. It's caught inside the 25. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Young. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Oh my God.
But it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Geno on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Smith. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yardage to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. On third down, here's Walker. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now, smash, red. Hustle, hustle. Ready.
Young here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
It's Young off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It'll be Young again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So this one is over. A victory.